I recently shocked a woman by explaining that balls move based on the temperature. What else do people not realize about male anatomy? Just because I can aim my penis doesn't mean piss will shoot where I want it to. Ever start pissing to discover a pube sitting over your jap splitting your stream? Fun times. Post-sex piss, especially in the morning, after sex at night, nothing in the way, it just does split. Most I have had were 3 streams, none of which went in the direction I was pointing. That a boner can move without me touching it, and I can control it. Can confirm, husband does this a lot in my general direction. Erection doesn't imply consent. Damn f***ing right. Doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. Arousal doesn't mean you consent, and nobody can tell you otherwise. It shrinks like a frightened turtle. You've offended it and now it won't play. See what you did? He won't even come to you, much less eat out of your hand. That someone else gripping the inside of your thigh will make your balls rise up as a reflex to protect them because your brain thinks someone's biting you. Ah, the characteristic reflex. It doesn't even have to be a grip, just a gentle rub with the back of the hand should do it. I had doctors do this to me without warning. It was a feeling that you can't create on your own. Before I saw my first real penis, I literally thought that it hung between a man's legs, like where a woman's vagina is. Kinda shocked me that it was up higher, facepalm. To be fair, it's not really obvious. I've had plenty of guys say the reverse about girls. You would intuitively think they were in the same position if you didn't know better. Had a conversation with 2 friends, both women, and they didn't understand that we don't really choose when we get hard. They got that we can't control when we bust much, but they didn't understand that we can't always control if we get hard. One was telling a story when she had a guy that couldn't get it up and that she took it very personal. It is just like getting wet. Of course, the conditions are different for everybody, but nobody can choose to not get aroused. Most people know that pre-ejaculate contains urine. Pre-ejaculate is used to clear the urethra for semen to go through. Urea can kill semen. So if I accidentally come in a girl, I can piss in her to prevent pregnancy? It's just good science. A 26-year-old girl once struck me with a question as to why I don't get an immediate boner as soon as we start kissing. To what I responded that it doesn't work like that. You have to give it time. She was quite surprised, saying that all her men get instantly hard while around her. LOA, a girlfriend I had was bi. I was her first guy and I'm a grower. She was offended that I wasn't already hard when she took my pants off. Like shit, we didn't even start yet, give it a second. Maybe put in some work, I'm not a porn star. Just because we get hard doesn't mean we are turned on. Some of our stiffies are random. I feel somewhat worried every time I read this because aside from morning erections, I never get any that aren't caused by arousal. Random erections out of nowhere stopped happening after I finished puberty. Is this worrisome? You are still able to get it up at the right time. I wouldn't worry too much about it so long you live a healthy-ish lifestyle. The first time I was with a man, I was amazed that his penis can move like a joystick in 360 degrees, if that makes sense. I thought penises just went up and down like a lever and could get broken if they went in any other direction. It's so dumb now that I think about it. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Why do we even have that lever? Explaining how foreskin worked to a girl who only dated guys without one. So American. Why the f is this a thing in America? I know so many guys here who have been circumcised. Sometimes I want to just grab my dad by the shoulders and yell, "Why the f did you cut part of my dick off?" That's not even a good religious reason. It is just a bunch of guys who have been deluded into thinking it's sanitary. I'm never not amused by how stretchy a scrotum is. It's fun to mess around with your ball sack. As long as you are gentle, stretching it and tugging on it a bit can be a fun little distraction. You gotta do something worth getting hard for my dick to get hard. I'm not 13 popping boners at everything and the wind, lol. At 27, I still get random boners throughout the day. I guess I'm a 13-year-old at heart. Morning wood is usually a result of having to piss and not actually just a morning erection. In fact, piss boners in general. I never get morning erections unless they are due to having to piss, but I guess some people do. Piss boners are still annoying anyways. Am I right? Balls can be sat on, and it's one of the most painful experiences a man can have. My dad, in his 60s, has had to relearn how to sit because his balls have grown so saggy and he can very easily sit on them now. I have a female friend who once called into work with a fake excuse that her mom was having her prostate out and she had to be at the hospital to take her home. I went to school with a guy who forged a doctor's note to get out of school. Our music teacher looked up the doctor in the phone book to call and verify. Turns out the doctor was a gynecologist. There's levels of how hard my dick can get. This was going to be my contribution as well. There's full-blown scared turtle, a sort of normal flaccid state. A still flaccid but not embarrassing state. The state where the base is sort of erect but the rest is soft enough to droop. Then like a normal erection, and finally a wow, I'm frighteningly hard state. There's others I missed, I'm sure, but the women in this thread need to know that it's a complex spectrum. My friend thought boners must be as bad as periods because, of course, nature would not be that unfair. She was shocked when I told her otherwise. Do the balls move or does the sac just change elastically? Both. The balls rise up and down with temperature, and the scrotum the same. But also, if the body and/or brain senses danger, the scrotum and dick naturally contract in preparation for fight or flight. Men's belly buttons either retract lint or magically create it. I've had blue and black lint there on days that I've worn a white shirt. Foreskins are sensitive, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable when one is not aware of over-management of it. That 25 centimeter isn't a normal dick size. I had to genuinely explain this, one, to some girls, and they were shocked as fuck when we finally convinced them. I'm not packing much, so that may account for part of how surprised I am by that statement. But how could a girl think the average size was damn near 10 inches? Did she only fuck horsemen? Do you live in an area where y'all just kick all the little dick guys out of town? None of my girlfriends have understood the sack is mostly skin and the dick is completely bendable when it's soft. Freaked them out to see me doing weird things with them. It was funny. I tucked my dick all the way inside of itself and completely blew my girlfriend's mind. Then I doubled down and showed her balls move for no reason. Our scrotum doubles as a neat parachute. I'll never forget paragliding in a Costa Rican nudist colony with nothing but my ironed and stretched ball sack as a glider. Family holidays were so fun. Scrotum skin has the same feel as their elbow skin. It's also labia minora, just isn't wet. You can find all the same general parts and skin types from male genitalia and female genitalia. They start off the same in the womb and then change to male. Scrotum, labia minora, glans penis equals clitoris, clitoral hood equals foreskin, etc. I'm a female who came to find out what I didn't know about the male anatomy, and I'm officially shocked. Wow, just wow, guys. Who even knew half of this? Mind you, I feel the exact same way when I first learned about female anatomy. I couldn't wrap my mind around how women manage to learn about and keep up with their menstrual cycle, and how they are able to predict when their period would come and whatnot. It was fascinating to learn about, but I couldn't help but feel sorry your reproductive system is such a pain in the ass compared to mine. I, 25 female, was shocked when I found out penises float in water. Wait, what? A erect penis can break if it's bent too far. This can happen during penis and vagina sex when the penis is fully withdrawn from the vagina and then misses the vagina on re-entry. It really hurts when someone hits you in the groin. If you hit it hard enough, it's incapacitating. This is why hitting below the belt is against the rules on a fair fight. Testicles can rupture when squeezed too hard. This can happen during a fight if someone hits, kicks, or knees a man below the belt. The tip of the penis is just one erogenous zone. This is why it pays off to explore your partner's body to find all their erogenous zones. The tip of the penis can be very sensitive immediately after an orgasm. This isn't true for all men, but it's true for some men. This is why a man may suddenly push your hand away at the end of a hand job. It's not a painful feeling, it's an overwhelming feeling. It feels so good that it hurts is the best way I can describe it. Human penises don't have bones. A boner is slang for an erection. That's all I can think of for now. I didn't even know they moved until my girlfriend told me. I learned when they became pendulous while hiking on a hot day, and I got some serious chafing. Oh man, okay, you were talking about them going high or low. It gets so much deeper. Next time you are in front of a mirror, spread your legs, let the boys dangle, and just watch. They f***ing shapeshift. It's like flesh fractals. We don't want sex all the time with every woman. An ex, never seen penis before, thought, based on penis drawings, that balls were separated, each on one side of penis. Shocked at first, laughed later. It's really hard to come while you need to pee and vice versa. Sometimes we have to pee so bad it's physically painful. Our mood and blood sugar are closely related. We see just as many colors as women, we just don't have an accurate color vocabulary. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and write in the comments what people don't understand about male anatomy.